our business, our personal life, right? We're constantly having to acclimate to that environment. I mean, I thought that I had, my entire day scheduled, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I need to be able to evolve and, kind of making sure that I do what I'm supposed to do. But at the end of the day, I know that my goal was accomplished, or my agenda was done, or, I set out to do what I needed to do at the end. Changed a lot, but making sure that at the end of the day, I close out my to-do list. So.
I mean, for those of you that coach with me, or those of you that were with me back in the day, there is no one size fits all approach to anything. If it's not working for you, it's not working for you. Change it. Don't change your goal, just change how you're getting there, right? So, thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Shout outs. Who's got a shout out? Sergio, I know you have a shout out.
Shout out to Grace. And stepping in whenever I need her, and a lot of other agents need her, and you've been amazing. Thank you so much.
I did.
It's called the coaching. Testimonials.
I want to shout out all the teachers of Ignite. I think we had a great series. Everyone who attended the classes, and to all the teachers, shout out to you guys.
He's been helping me a lot with these numbers, and I got 3 weeks. So.
Example, I do want to shout out to Grant as well because of his tech tools and whatnot. I also got an amazing lead, so thank you for always having the resources.
Yeah.
So for Grant.
One day he might be able to beat me in basketball. Not today though.
But I also wanted to shout out Ish for doing what he needs to do to meet the needs of his clients.
Yes.
So thank you.
Changing how you get there.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Let's stick it with the goal.
Exactly.
Love it. I also have a shout out to Grant. I actually have a shout out in general about what they provide, because if you guys haven't sat down with Grant to find out the tools, find out about the tools and go through Grant's training on what they can offer you to help you with your business, you're making a huge mistake. We just implemented them on my team, right, Adriana? Good stuff. I mean, it's like, so it will make your life so much easier that you owe it to yourself to sit down with him so he can walk you through it. And then make sure you're practicing and using them, and he'll sit down with you again to make sure you're doing that.
Yeah.
So make an appointment with Grant if you haven't already.
Thank you.
February top teams. Woo! Team number 2 and prestige team. We're here today. February's top producers.
Look at number 1.
Congratulations to Carol Ann, Mark, Riley, Maria's in the house. Gina, Caesar, and I don't have my glasses on. Mark, Sal, where are you, Jane? Sal, take a bow. Jane and Alex.
Congrats, everybody.
Is she here? Where is Miss Adela? I know she's on her way.
Yes.
Adela, are you zooming?
No.
Well, Adela is our news capper, and for those of you that don't know what that means, capper is Keller Williams has a cap, meaning you get 100% of your commission after you hit that cap. So Adela's buying lunch. We'll see her and let her know.
We do have a nice box for her, but we're gonna present.
We'll
each
wait
of
till
them.
she gets
Yeah.
in. Yeah. Booker's open. So I did see 3. Anybody from this office have a broker's open they want to announce if you're not on this list? Okay, guys, this is something we need to start doing, right? Like, I know our inventory is very low, but I also know that post all the COVID crazy open house rules and everything else, people have gotten out of the habit of this. And I think it's really important to be in that loop, go around, check out who has listings early on, create that relationship, because that's how you're gonna get your buyers into them. So there's 12430 O'Farrell today, 608 O'Farrell, and 764 Elberon. Those are all kind of close together.
Yes, yes.
So
That should be a
go out
solid
there
1
and
hour.
support the listings in our area. And then, let's start getting this going again. We have the #1 market share, the best presence. Get out there and show them who we are. Go team!
Go. And real quick, just to add on to Grace's, starting, not today, but starting next week, we'll be doing caravans. So we'll absolutely, if you want to go, we'll pull up cars in the front, jump on in, you can carpool, we can follow each other. We used to do that pre-pandemic and it was phenomenal. And I can tell you, our office, when we come in hard and loud. Like every agent in the market knows who we are. They're like, yep, LAH just got here. And then when they leave, they're like, LAH just left, right? So we want to bring that energy back into our market share, letting them know, hey, we're here to stay, and we're gonna make some noises.
Roads are open in any other areas this week? Anyone doing one in Long Beach, PV? Okay. Make sure you let us know. We'll blast that out there for you to other offices, our sister offices. Freaking news. Please don't come up and slap me.
It's not in Russia, right?
Wow, this is fancy.
Yeah.
So apparently, we have a new team leader. Okay, come on there. Practicing my laughter.
Oh my God.
Who's from here?
I'm passing the crown. Oh, thank you. You guys know that, 7 years ago, for 7 years, I was the team leader and basically the second in launch of our KW office. And so much of me, a piece of me will always be here, has always been here. And I couldn't be prouder to be able to see Mary just flourish, grow, and take this office to the next level. I've had the honor of spending the last 4 months with her side by side. And just getting to really know what makes her tick, who she is, and you guys, you are in great hands. And I couldn't be more proud to see what she can do with her energy. I mean, look at her, right? I'm gonna stick around for 4 years, a little bit longer, maybe, I don't know, I might get talking a little longer than that, but I'm here to support her and all of you. And Mary, take it away.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Thank you for the support and obviously the last 4 months and continuing, obviously. I look forward to, constantly learning and training and absorbing. But also thank you to all of you that's here and that's on Zoom. And, if I haven't met you personally, I apologize. I will do my best to make sure that I do meet you and get to know you more. I would love for you to get to know me as well. I guess, I also am very grateful for the position and the opportunity. Wasn't gonna cry today. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the opportunity. And I look forward to supporting and helping all of you.
Jenny has 3 lenses, by the way, so just Jenny, come closer, take a few closer pictures. And Photoshop them, you get all kinds of pictures. But just to add a few more things, and I know that also Gordon want to say, a couple of things in a second too. It's such an amazing feeling to see talent grow, especially from within. Someone that really want to give back and support the office, support the agents, and evolving, outside of pandemic, right? Kind of still around-ish, right? Not this-ish. it feels like we're ready to break through, like we're ready to go to the next step and go back to like whatever the new normal is or will be. And Mary definitely brings that excitement, that enthusiasm, the support. She cares about you guys so much. And I think in the next few months, then few years down the road, you're really going to see what kind of person Nelly she becomes and what kind of support she's going to bring to you guys together. So thank you for your leadership, and we're all excited to be part of this new journey of yours.
Culture of the office, and you're the number one proposal.
Thank you, Gordon.
Several years, you're really good at it, so thank you and welcome, and we'll support you 100%.
Thank you.
Which land? Top one?
All of
Don't smile.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And sorry, can we get Gordon and Sal as well? Is Nancy here and Al? Please, Al, please?
Wait, then he wants the crown, he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can I get one of those for my head?
It won't stay out.
What a gorgeous looking people out here, wow.
Thank you, Gordon.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Congrats.
If you guys have your champagne, or if you don't pretend, that toast to a new amazing era.
Just have to say publicly, you were our choice,
So,
my choice, since we were script partners, and how devoted you were to keeping me on track for every morning to stay on scripts years ago. Welcome, welcome. I wish you the most success. We
thank
love
you. Thank you. Nice, that was a nice time.
Happy hour tonight,
Oh,
someone?
yes, happy hour, I would love to celebrate with you, so think Friday, 5 o'clock. Ooh. Be there?
We'll send out a reminder.
Yes.
Speaking of reminder,
Yeah, that was perfect.
remind them, are they in person?
They're in.
Yeah, they're actually over here, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
Christian, you can open your camera.
How many of you out here use Reminder Media? I know Adela does, Sal, Patty, do you? Patty?
Yes, I do.
Patty?
Chris, over here.
Chris? Cool.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Amazing.
Wonderful. Let's see, I will share my screen so you don't have to stare at me the whole time. This will be far more enjoyable. So first of all, thank you guys for having me out today. I will try to be as quick and painless as possible. My name's Christian. I'm coming to you from Reno, Nevada. Our company is located outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, though. So I'm just going to give you a quick little slideshow, what some of you already know, so what some of y'all have used in the past and what some of you guys are currently using. So thank you all. So like I said, a little bit about us. We started back in 2004 in a garage making magazines, traditional startup story, and we've grown substantially over the years just because of our success with keeping you guys in front of your clients and giving you guys great reasons to follow up and stay in touch. So I can say with pretty much complete certainty, whether you're a brand new agent, it's something you've been doing for 25, 30 years, you were selling houses to the Flintstones, you're full-time, part-time, no matter where you are, client retention and making sure that you're in front of your past clients is going to be absolutely critical. Referral business is the business that we're looking for. So just to highlight a couple things from a NAR study that was done last year, 60% of buyers and 68% of sellers found their agents through one of those two sources, either referral business or going back to a client or an agent that they had worked with in the past. So we dove a little deeper into those NAR numbers, and we found that a combination of internet sites and traditional direct mail marketing composed of less than 5% of where your leads came from, because I know in regards to sellers, that's kind of where we want to be in front of, because traditionally that's where the money is. But if we look even a little step further into those numbers, it's where are you spending your money? I talk to agents daily. So knowing that you're spending your energy, you're putting your emotion and you're talking to these people. But what I found is that agents fail to put their marketing dollars into the place that turns into business more often than not. So here's why we're truly in business. The two things that we look to avoid, and these are the nightmares of real estate that aren't completely avoidable, but I don't want anybody to leave this meeting, get off the Zoom, drive past the house of a past client, a neighbor, a friend, a family member, and see a for sale sign with another agent's face on it, or log into the MLS and look at somebody that you have already devoted some of that time and energy into just to see that they listed with somebody else. At the end of the day, these are missed opportunities. So I can address that with a pretty simple statement that y'all know as well as I do, this is a relationship business. Human nature, it tends to hover towards what it sees the most. So at the end of the day, the best way for you to generate as much referral opportunity and retain as many of the repeat clients as possible is just reminding them two things. One, that you value the relationship with them, and two, that you value the business that they send your way. So that's where we come in. What we look to do is we want to help generate a way for you to stay connected with your sphere. We want to make sure that your past clients know that you're still around and that when you generate referral opportunities for them, you're securing as much of that business as possible. So we have a few ways of doing that. First of all, we have our flagship publication. It's called the American Lifestyle Magazine. This one is the one we've been producing for 17 years. The articles are very similar to like an architectural digest. We have an in-house writing staff, so it's all unique to us, but it's mostly general interest on art, travel, and leisure. Then we have our Start Healthy magazine. This one we really tried to gear towards, just like it says, living a healthy lifestyle. So it's going to have fitness tips, how to build a better immune system, creating a better sleep environment, things along those lines. Then last year we released our newest publication. This one's called Good to Be Home. We created this for those of you who wanted something more real estate related without coming across as sales or businessy. So it's got energy efficiency, maintenance, improving your home's value, things going down that path. So it's more applicable to the home. Now, each of the magazines are very different in regards to content, but they allow the exact same amount of customization. They're all 48 pages long. The only thing that changes is the topic of conversation. It's which one that you feel fits your personality or your sphere's personality best. So a little bit about the magazine there. Like I said, each 48 pages long, they're all coffee table quality. We brand them entirely to you and your business. So there's no other ads, no other marketing, no other companies or listings or agents in them. It is your magazine. So since there's no business related articles in them, we want to make it so that it doesn't come across as marketing or solicitation in any way. So what we do is we give you the ability to brand yourself right on the front cover. Your headshot, your contact information, your logo is right there on the front. We give you a handful of different cover options to choose from. It says it's coming directly from you. Then we address it to your clients by name. So on the top of this inside cover letter, your clients' names are right there. So it's never going to say anything generic like to valued client or to current homeowner, nothing that's going to come across as lazy or generic. So we give you a chance to write a full letter if you'd like. You can make it personalized to the individual client. We can write something up for you, or you can just put something broad that everybody's going to be getting. Then we give you 2 tear out cards. There's one in the front, one in the back. These are great for being taken out and passed along from the recipient to the person who was in their house talking about real estate. It's a great touch point, especially if there is a recipe or a fitness test, something that they're going to not only engage with themselves, but they know that their friends and family are going to engage with. So we have a ton of templates, recipes, DIY activities, stuff for you to put on there, or you can put some of your own artwork on there. Then we also give you control of the back cover. So this is where you can have some fun with it. You can co-brand with a loan officer, a title officer, or whoever else you do business with. You can put a teammate on there, whatever you see fit, or you can take one of the templates we have, because we try to make it as turnkey as possible. So you're not investing a lot of time into the magazine, but if you want to get crazy and have some fun with it, you have that option as well. So to step back from the magazine for just a moment, there's a couple things that y'all know as well as I do, we can't do. It's just not cost effective to be sending out bottles of wine every quarter, taking people to dinner more often than just like their birthday or maybe like a closing date. Then there's the other side of it, which is like the traditional farming tools, the postcards, the newsletters, the calendars. They're great. I would never knock a touch point, but at the end of the day, what separates our marketing piece versus most of the marketing pieces out there is the shelf life that we're able to get you. Our clients that's what they've raved about for 17 years. That's why we're still standing, is because we're getting you inside the home. We're getting you past the trash can onto the coffee table. What we've seen is a 3 to 4 week shelf life in the home at any given time. And so when it's in their house, there's a couple things happening. Because it's not just getting thrown away, it's landing on the coffee table or the kitchen island. There's a visual representation of how much you value that relationship, so that when those conversations are real estate, you're the first person people are thinking of naturally, because perception is reality. People want to work with and refer people who are at the top of their game. So when it comes to trusting a business professional, we want to make sure that you are considered first and foremost for all of not only their buying and selling needs, but all of their friends and families buying and selling needs. So pause real quick, then we'll get into the numbers. Any questions so far?
No.
Beautiful. So one last thing before I give you numbers. We added this new feature at the end of 2020. It's called our targeted follow-up. It's a system of predictive analytics. So what it does is it allows you to rate your database, or we can help you compile a database, a farming list, whatever the case may be. But we use 3 main key points: consumer data, property data, and behavioral analysis, to determine who should be most likely to move in the next 6 to 12 months. So if narrowing down your list to the top 50 people to send this to is tough, let us take one more thing off of your plate. So here we go. We have a few incentives we're going to offer for your office. The most important number to write down is 484-806-0231. That is my cheesy sales way of getting you to write down my phone number. If you have any questions or you don't want to share anything in front of the class, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, let me know what I could do for you. I'll put it up there on the screen, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to run a couple promotions for your office for the next couple weeks. So normally we have a $299 activation. That's all you pay to get started. We're going to knock $200 off of that and make it only $99. That gets your account set up. It gives you exclusivity of the homes that you mail to. For most agents, this is vital because we don't want 2 cover girls, cover guys showing up in the exact same home. So we prevent that. Then we give you a social media library. There's some free printables. We want to make sure that you have a resource for everybody in your database, not just the people you're sending the magazine to. We set you up with a personal marketing advisor. They walk you through everything. Their goal is to be as hands-on or hands-off as you want them to be. So whether you want to be playing with it all the time, you have somebody there to talk to, or if you want them to do a bulk of the work and just let you know when it's ready, they can do that as well. We also include that targeted follow-up at no charge. So that's all you pay to get started. You pay for the magazines when you give us approvals to print. We have deadlines every week, so we make that very flexible as to when it's going to be most effective for you to get it out and get it to your clients. So you pick a deadline, and that's when you pay for the product. They are $4.19 each with a minimum order of 50. We create a new magazine every 2 months, so it's always fresh content for you to be going out. So that total of 50 copies runs you about $210. That gives you all 6 points of customization. And the nice thing is that includes all the printing and postage costs. The big thing that we'll do for you guys is we'll give you a trial mailing. The first mailing will be completely commitment free. That gives you a chance to mail it out once, make some of those follow-up calls, and then gauge the response from it. I know I'm not perfect for everybody all the time, but we never know that until we try it once. So that gives you the option to see what your clients are saying about it. If you can pull a referral out of a couple of the people that you sent it to and close 1 or 2 of those, it's gonna be a no-brainer. But we give you that option to make sure that it does work. So then the last thing I'll touch on, because this is critical. Whether you're a client of mine or not, phone calls are absolutely vital to keep your business moving forward. The true value that I can provide with a tool like this is not that I'm putting a magazine in people's houses. That's great, but it's not going to cause people to chase down your car to have them sell your house. What I am able to provide with the magazine is it gives you a friendly reason and a valid reason to pick up the phone and make some of those calls, because we all work in sales. Nobody loves receiving a sales call. So on those calls, you can find out 2 of the most important things about everybody on your database. 1, is that relationship still intact? And 2, is anybody else prospecting them for their business? Those are things you need to know about everybody on your list, so that after you solidify the relationship, make sure it's still solid, you can do what you do best. Set the expectation for what a great real estate lead looks like. Your clients are not in this business, so they don't know that every marriage, every divorce, every childbirth, every college graduation, those are all real estate conversations that you have to be engaging with them on, so that when those opportunities pop up, you're the first person they're thinking of first and foremost. So I'll wrap up. If there's any other questions, I'm happy to field them real quick. I'll throw my phone number up there one more time. We will keep those offers open up for the next 2 weeks. I do a little thank you to you guys for anybody who just dealt with me talking for the last 10 minutes. If you like it, you want to give me a call in the next 2 days, I'll buy 15 of your first magazines to make it a little more cost effective. That's for the next 2 days if you want to give me a ring. If not, I'll keep the reduced activation open up for 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much for having me. Is there any questions I could field real quick?
Any questions on the Zoom or over here? Anybody? Who's using that service? Oh, Field, okay. Okay, Christian,
Beautiful.
yeah, if you can make me the host back again, appreciate that.
Of course.
Drop the call and send us the information, and Natalie, you guys can be blessed afterwards if anybody want to reach out directly.
Perfect. Thank you all. Have a good one.
All right, thank you so much. Perfect, perfect. Let's go back to our presentation. Ish.
Ish, what's going on? You haven't been broken.
Ish, what's your name here? What's happening?
So my big announcement, as I emailed yesterday, is I'm now with House America Financial. So I wanted to make a change for you guys. One, I love being in this office. I consider everybody in this office to be a friend of mine. Just because a friend on Facebook, I always see it one step further. Like I really truly value all the relationships I've built over the last 2.5 years. And when this opportunity was brought to me, I said, why not? So meeting with House America Financial, they offer great support for me, bless you. So I can support you guys and your clients. I feel like there are some loans that fall through. There are some loans that can't close. My question is why? What could I have done better? What could my company have done better to make your transaction better? And Alan, the CEO of House America Financial, is giving me a lot of great tools. So I want to make sure that all the same services will be provided, all the same programs are going to be provided. I've been talking about over the last 2.5 years, whether it's non-QM products, FHA, conventional, VA. I still want to be your #1 guy because I feel like our relationship is just growing stronger and stronger as every day goes by. Also, the reason I wanted to change the House America Financial is I got tired of my corporate office being in Northern California. Because everyone asked me, are you in Walnut Creek? Doesn't drive to Grand Paul's Verdes every day? Where's Walnut Creek? I'm like, Walnut Creek is by Sacramento, just in case you guys don't know. I don't make that drive every day. But now I know I have my main office is unlocking me out of Flint Ridge. I know I have an office in West LA. I know I have an office in Manhattan Beach, so I'm local. And that's one of the biggest things I wanted to change as well. Knowing that if I had an issue, I can drive somewhere and talk to someone and not send out an email and just wait and never get a response or get a delayed response where the deal's already gone to another lender. So that's my big announcement.
Congrats, by the way.
Is gone from the office, so feel free. I have a new email address. I emailed everybody yesterday, so you have it, but if you want me to send it to you, just let me know. But yeah, I'm here to support you guys. You guys know me, it doesn't matter what company I work for. So what company matters to me is for support and getting your loans closed. So again, if you guys have any questions, I'm always here to help you guys, and that's why I want to make change.
Great.
Rates are better than they were with Mortgage Express. I have a lot more pool off the margin of the company to be able to make loans happen for you guys. I won't get into the shenanigans of that because it's not gonna make sense. But I have a lot of pool with rates if I need to make something happen to win a deal, save a deal, or just keep a deal. But let me know, and when I talk to your clients, obviously, I'll get a better idea of what they want and what they need. And then having that power over the rates does help that as well. So yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. And again, I'm still me.
We would not have made this move at all if it wasn't for you. They hired you and that made this move.
That's right.
Yeah.
We love to work with you.
And I felt that too. And I really feel like Alan really wants to make this happen for us. He pulled my numbers, he saw what I did. His goal is the same as mine, to at least multiply it by 1.5 times.
There's a lot of lenders out there, but it's personalized with you. And that's what I like.
I was just having a conversation with someone the other day, and it was a borrower I was following up with her, it's like, I'm so sorry, my husband went online, applied for a loan, we got approved, like, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna go with what he wants to do. And I responded to her, and I'm like, that's awesome. I'm glad it's working out for you. but always call me if you have any questions, even if you're not working with me, because there's so much value in giving information and at least being a second opinion where that'll multiply threefold, hopefully, when you get to that point.
And we know where to find you.
You always know where to find me. So one of the big things I want to bring up is this lender has great jumbo products. That was the #1 thing I like. They have like 8 different jumbo investors. The non-QM stuff that I've been talking about, bank statement, 1099, DSCR, all those loans, they're all fully funded by this company. I can broker if I need to. That's of course for me, just to tell you, you don't know what that means, but there's many options available. And that's what I really like about this company. So I'm here to help you guys and let's just keep growing together.
So we're gonna kind of go back a little bit because Adela's here. Good looking. Congratulations on the family. Please. So we thought we're going to.
It's like, can this be opened in public?
Yeah, that's in here. That's the other box tonight.
Oh, fun. Okay, gift certificate, nice. Nice. Agentstore.com, do I get to buy Keller Williams stuff?
Yes.
Cool, love it.
We do.
I love Keller Williams. Oh, nice, this is different. Thank you. Yeah.
It's a cover, it's a fun.
It sounds bad.
There's more.
There's more.
There's always more.
Wait, there's more.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Clap for having me.
That's funny. Sorry.
Okay, Adela.
Let me see here. Embarrassing.
You're so cute. Are you kidding?
One more deal.
One more thing. Yeah, I love these. Yeah.
Good. Woo. Congratulations. We're so happy to do business with you.
Thank you. I love
So
being
it
here.
pays to be a capper in more ways than.
Exactly.
And Adela, you weren't here, but you're buying everyone lunch.
Oh, yes,
Fun.
okay. She said fine.
Let's do it.
Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Aha. The baby sucking. Aha moments.
Go Mary.
Another shout out. We'll take it.
We will.
Anybody that was in Ignite? Have a
Oh, yeah. Where's my Jill? Jill was in Ignite. In aha moments. What did you learn yesterday in our Ignite session? Just one thing.
Did you like my class? Flexibility is the key.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll give you an aha, it might be a partial shout out, but I learned through my kids. And it's very true here, when you're in an environment that you're happy and you're comfortable and the culture is awesome, thank you very much, you flourish and you grow. So I'm kind of really excited to see how much we're gonna flourish and grow because in great part due to Mary. And of course to Grace and to Many and our rocks that have been here forever.
She just called you a rock.
I mean, oh, no. Thank you for the culture and the good environment that we there you go.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. I know, that's right. Next, woo, closings.
Oh, we got some good stuff.
That's right.
No wonder she's
No
getting.
wonder she got that. Okay, Adela times 4. Riley Easton. I know we haven't seen Riley yet, but look at new dad and got a closing. That's awesome. Peter Hatzkovac. Here's like times 12 times 6 4 6. Wow.
There might be some on the next one.
Inventing Elma times 2. Woo! All right, beside me, Team Leland, Zenobia, Portola, Prestige, Team Wilson 1, Team right, let's go. Woo, okay, Angie Nunez, Zero Panorama, 25,000 and reduction, okay, and Adela, 2860 to North Enrose, do you want to give us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's my house, I'm leasing it.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna
So it's,
swing
yeah.
right there.
Yep.
Is it vacant? Can we throw a party there?
No.
Thought I asked. I mean, you don't get, you don't ask, right? Or vice versa. Thank you. There you go, Tom, either. New listings. And then Nicole?
Yeah, that's a lease we have in the gardens, obviously. We've received some applications. Gardens.
We actually approved one this morning.
Oh, we approved one.
There
you go.
But we have a listing in the gardens. I just listed it last night. It's a 2-bedroom with a master suites. We did a refresh on it, kitchen update, flooring, painting. Sharon's gonna be hosting open house this weekend. Yes, and yeah, it's really just move-in ready. It's really cute inside.
Awesome. And then open house both Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
689,000, so you know the price.
Wow, okay,
You're welcome.
that's amazing.
Awesome job on social media, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, your social media.
Oh,
Facebook,
yeah,
Instagram,
so
awesome.
before and afters, and that's what I talked about in my classes, like leveraging every moment, like we work so hard, we gotta show those extra things that we do, because you gotta share that with the world, why you go above and beyond.
And she was the most camera shy like 2 hours ago, and then now she's all viral.
She was, I
That's
remember
awesome.
that. Okay, Prestige, Karen or Dawn?
That's a duplex that we have. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath and a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. We actually have an offer on it, but we're trying to figure out how to vacate one of the units because from all, we still can't do that. It's in LA, even for owner occupancy. So we're trying to get the tenant to buy out. But if anybody wants an investment property, it's a turnkey property with tenants in place that are not too far under market. It has definite ADU potential. It's a street to alley lot. It's got like basically an oversized 2-car garage plus a workshop space and another 1-car garage, which can be converted or built over. So there's a lot of value add to that property, even if you buy it as an investment with tenants in place.
Okay, nice, thank you. And Sal?
That's a small, very small 1-bedroom apartment. We got a couple of applications on it, so I think it'll be gone this weekend.
Okay, awesome, thank you. That Jenny is. Okay, needs, wants, coming soon.
Or listings that weren't there.
Coming soon, we have a couple of leases, so one that's gonna be in South Shores, a house, full-blown ocean view, I mean, really cool. I think it's like 3-bedroom house. That'll be coming up soon for lease. So if you have anyone, this is a good time to jump in there. And then we have another lease on Silverbit in Rancho Palos Verdes. And that's, what is that, 4 bedrooms? 4-bedroom house. So that's gonna be a,
Big yard, big pool,
big-
nice pool.
yeah, that's coming. And then we have a 6-unit building going on the market probably today. So, in San Pedro.
Wow.
We're leasing experts now.
Any listings that weren't on the list or that are coming up? Or available houses someone can set open?
Okay.
Zoom and then Zoom. Nope.
All right. Grant.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
How far is this for here? How's it going, everybody? For those that haven't met, pretty much everybody, but Grant Luna with Fidelity National Title. Today, I wanted to kind of continue with what Leslie and Blanca and people were saying of some tech resources that I think could be helpful for people, whether you have an open house or a listing that you just closed. But I enjoy using these tech tools. I think they're fun to play around with. I think Jonathan's a big tech guy too, but I think what's cool about them is you don't have to do a ton of stuff, but you get a lot of leverage out of them, right? So whether it's a social media post, a Zoom, all of these things allow you to put some effort in, but maximize the amount of people you're getting in front of, the amount of resources that you're sharing. Let me share my screen first. So, oh wait, I think.
Wait, I tried to share a screen. from
Yeah,
here.
let me see. It just says disabled.
Oh, hold on.
So the first one I'll be sharing is the resource we have called Fidelity Total Farm. So for those that haven't used it before, it's kind of like a CRM that you could use. So it's free to create as many farms as you'd like. So it could be for an open house you have, or in general, maybe if you're trying to consistently farm the gardens or South Shores or whatever it is. But what's nice about it is
it's gonna give you some good homeowner demographic information. So once you create a farm, you can basically find out which homeowners in that farm are empty nesters, which are out-of-state homeowners, which are absentee owners. You can create other filters based off different amount of stay years, equity, whatever it is. So it's kind of like a nice back-end CRM, but what I wanted to show people today was a specific example how you can use some of these tools and create some of that leverage using tech. So the first will be targeted social media ads. So people have been familiar with those. If like you've gone down Facebook, right, and you see a Facebook ad from someone that you're not friends with or another realtor or whatever it is. So Fidelity Total Farm makes it really easy to do that. So I'll create an example case. Let's say that I have an open house this weekend. I know you're doing one, so you can create a farm around that open house. And let's say you wanted to do a social media ad ahead of time and let people know or afterwards. So I created this open house farm here. And then here you have all the homeowner data, right? I have the owner's name, the address, when they bought it, what they bought it for, if they're an out-of-state homeowner. And then here's all the filters I talked about above, like out-of-state absentee. So I'll go into that another time if people are interested. Happy to sit down and show you how this tool works. But in terms of launching a social media ad, it's really easy within this resource. So I can go to the share icon here at the top right of the screen, and then Facebook Instagram ad, place Facebook Instagram ad. And what I like about this one compared to doing it straight through Facebook is it's a little bit clunkier with Facebook. You need to have a Facebook business page. It takes a bunch of steps to actually launch these things. So Total Farm makes it easier with a few clicks, and also you don't even need a Facebook account or Facebook business page or Instagram business page. So I can go to this open house template that we have here. I can click on it and then obviously just make it personalized to that area. So this is an open house farm I created in South Shores. So this ad is going to be seen by people that live in that South Shores area. So maybe in here you say, don't miss this open house in South Shores. So that when they see that ad, they know it's particular to them. You can change when the open house time is. They have photos, but I recommend uploading your own. And we have a lot of resources for some of these things if you're looking for templates that I'm happy to help you out with. But just an example to show you what that looks like. Hit continue. Now you have a post with your branding on it when that open house is. And then also you're going to have like a landing page. So if you don't have your own website, you can just use Total Farms. It's going to have like lead capturing built within it. So how the mechanics will work on the back end is if I'm scrolling down Facebook and I live in South Shores and I see this ad, when I click on it, I have a prompt basically to ask for more information. You see basically who's engaging with that ad. Same thing with Instagram. Or if you have another landing page, does anyone use HomeBot in here? I think a couple of people use HomeBot, right? It's a good resource. And I don't know if you knew this, but HomeBot allows you to share like a landing page and try to capture some new leads as well. So that's another example where you could use like this landing page within HomeBot and then put that as the destination landing page, right?
I love HomeBot because it tells you also who is searching, all your clients that you put into this program. You can see what they do.
Yeah, it's really helpful. And that's what's cool is you can kind of combine all these resources. So you can do a targeted social media ad and then have that landing page link be that HomeBot. So you're capturing that information. They know about that open house, but you're also seeing who's engaging with that. And then from there, just a few clicks and then you launch this ad and it costs for 5 days, it costs $37 to do so. For 10 days, a little bit more. So you can kind of choose a range, but if you're doing an open house, maybe just 5 days. But like I said, there's a lot of flexibility with this. It doesn't just have to be open house. It could be a listing and just sold. It could be brand awareness. It could be real estate content that we have on Fidelity Agent One or Breakthrough Broker or whatever it is. So really easy resource. And then on top of that, kind of continuing with that example of an open house. Let's say you wanted to do like a round of calling or emails or whatever it is, or like slide broadcast. I know I helped Leslie with not too long ago, where it's this resource where you just record a voicemail, you upload a list of contacts, and it just sends a voicemail notification to their home. So you're not actually giving them a call. It's not intrusive, whatever it is. Someone opens their phone and all of a sudden they have a voicemail notification from you saying, hey, I have an open house this weekend, or I just sold this listing your unit sold for $200,000 over asking. I have all these buyers now. So what's easy is Total Farm. You can get these contacts once again. So you can just really flood people in that area with your marketing, your brand, your name, whatever it is. How I do that, for example, is in this farm, you can go to actions down here. Another way you can engage with the data, and then go to send to fillandata.com, mail address because you want the actual property owners, right? Some of them might be out-of-state homeowners, and then reverse phone lookup, right? So you pay for the phone numbers that are in there based off the number of records you're asking for. And then, like I said, you can engage with something like slide broadcast and This is what that looks like. So for example, I uploaded something from my phone, just a voicemail. I don't know if, so the audio's not working, but it's just me saying like, hey, this is Grant Luna from Fidelity. I have an open house this weekend from 1 to 4. This is the address, whatever it is. And then, for example, I just uploaded that contact list here, right? So now that information is within Slide Broadcast. So a lot you can do with that. I just kind of wanted to highlight like some big
And
features.
Grant, like, you guys don't let that like freak you out, or like one more thing to do, or if you're not techie, because I mean, we just did one with Grant, and we did it in English and Vietnamese for a Garden Grove listing we sold, and all I did was send Grant the audio, and he made the rest happen.
Yeah.
So
Happy to, you know.
That sends a voicemail to all this too?
It will, yeah. So it's not actually calling them, they just get a voicemail notification.
but it can go to like your like, so it skips, goes to voicemail, and then it's your phone number that shows up in their voicemail. And like I was just very matter of fact, like, hi, I'm just sorry I missed you. I have this listing down the street. I'm sure you saw it sold. It's great, sold for blah blah blah, but we have a problem. We have buyers, you know, and just made it very like a voicemail.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, and you can do it for a lot of people, right? You can do 500, 1,000 people, and it doesn't just have to be this. It could be like your past clients, right? Just like, hey, checking in, and maybe you don't want to have to call 500 people. You just do a voicemail, and they get the notification from you, and then people that want to engage can give you a call back.
And
So,
it's super cost effective compared to like postage too. So just, it's a nice extra touch.
And what's really cool was like iPhone, especially, I don't know about Samsung, but when you get a voicemail, it's written.
Mhm.
And a lot of people just respond to that in a text message. So it's a real cool warm touch.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, even these farms, like you mentioned, like it's cost efficient where I can have a farm of 3,000 people and launch an ad and have it see by 2,000 for $37, or one of those voicemails, 2,000 people for $60, right? If you just sold a listing, you get it to a lot of people for not that much money. If people are ever curious about like some of these resources, I have like a YouTube channel where I recorded all these things. So walkthroughs for everything. So if you're looking for these total farm resources, like I have the ability to show you how to do those social media ads, or how to get phone numbers, how to create these farms, everything like that. And like Ray said, I'm always happy to sit down with you and walk you through these things and come up with ideas. And as you're using them, always feel free to call me. But a lot you can do with it. Just wanted to highlight a few features and hopefully use it. You know, I know Leslie got some good results recently from a Slide Broadcast at Blanca with the numbers.
And
so.
you guys, this actually works really well with command. You can export your farm in a command format, so for easy upload.
Yeah.
Like there's a button that says command in there. So it's super cool if you're using command.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. One last thing, kind of going back to just like traditional stuff. If people aren't using these, I recommend it. So it's VIP property profiles. So this would be if you have a listing presentation coming up. We basically, if you just text me the address and when you need it by, basically we'll give you this printout. It's going to have like the grant deeds printed out and attached in there, the deed of trust. It'll have sales comps already printed out, mapped for you, the detailed sales comps. It'll have aerial images, plat maps, basically documents showing them the life of a title search, the life of an escrow, vesting documents, or the difference between different styles of vesting. So just a way where you could have it printed out, or I know Grace got
We're
the email
using that.
version. Yeah.
We're using them, we incorporated it into our CMA because we have our marketing presentation as well. We are getting such a huge response on that. People are just so impressed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, let me know. Shoot me a text with the address, and usually we can get it the same day or next day. So.
For Slide Broadcast, do you guys also provide or can provide phone numbers?
Yep. Yeah, we can.
For a specific cost?
Yep. Well, that one, yeah, phone numbers, you know, as much as we can, you know, so I know some people will ask, and I'll try to get a batch and then upload it like I did for Grace. So yeah, you help with that. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
If you can send me the links, we can add everything to the hub.
Yeah, we'll do.
Awesome,
As
thank
well.
you.
So
Okay, upcoming events, we'll kind of slide through this. So if you need new headshots, there is a Google sign up sheet that has been floating around, and we can resend another one. But next week, yeah, actually it's coming up with Miles Reagan, and reserve your spot, and it will be here in our office. If you need a new headshot, please come on in, okay? Red Day, oh my God, one of our favorite day of the year, as always, one of them. But Red Day's kicking off. We're gonna go with food drive. So we did reach out to Tuberman House. They sent us a list, and we're also still partnering it with Certainly Don't Pet Pals as well. So And Harbor Innovate, that is correct, yes, thank you. So we are gonna kick off, we will have the grocery paper bags here and ready for you as well, okay? Thank you. Spring Fling Contest is back. Well, ALC will be meeting here shortly and we'll have our draft day. So stay tuned on that. Thank you. And upcoming classes, obviously our weekly calendars are always updated. You do get a copy. If you at any given time don't know where to find it, just go into our hub.
You can get to the hub just easily by Google searching
Yes.
KW LA Harbor Hub, and it will pop right up.
Yes. So you can actually tag it. And then of course, we still have our KW LAH swag. If you need a t-shirt, it is $15 each. Just by me, Natalie, or Jenny. And oh, yes, and our WhatsApp group.
What's up?
Yeah, WhatsApp. So I actually love it. You know, we share our listings, we share updates, news, things like that, and it's within actually we partner up with all of our sister offices, so it's not just our office, it's our sister offices as well.
And there's a lot of ARP market stuff pops up in there and things like that, so.
Yeah.
We are, you know, doing our best to bring in a virtual way, or still, you know, keep that integrity between KW shares on Facebook and KW shares on WhatsApp, because it's not, it's a more user-friendly mass text platform, if you may, easy to share, like, you know, images and links, etc., and forms or what have you. But it's a, you know, place where you can easily go and put a quick text, hey, anybody has a plumber in this area, and people are going to respond right away. So it's again like a sharing platform for KW people. So and also can, you know, bring us together, not just one office. Keep the integrity of the brand, if you may.
Yep.
So you can easily right now scan it on your phone if you want, and just join the group. And by the week, we're going to have also a raffle between all the. Right now we have 130, almost 140 members already in the group, so we're going to keep growing that. And we have 1,600 on the Facebook group as well. So it's a bit of a bigger group there.
Okay, and then thank you to our sponsor, Westview Escrow, for our breakfast this morning. So thank you very much. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Show sponsors.
And that's it. Have a great day.
Yes.